Oh, we're doing another one. Well, I guess we're doing a double header very late. But that's okay. We're going from the Stupids to a blockbuster movie. This is the 1989 Batman. Sorry, I just had to get it set up. I have a new DVD player going on because my other one took a poo. So, yes, again, this is the 1989 Batman. This was a big deal. As you can see here, I have my little friends for this review. And this was the bank that came out in 1989 with the cereal. Now again, promoting a movie like this was a big deal. They had a disgusting cereal with a collector's bank with it. I think the idea was that this thing would be worth a lot of money. It's not. I bought it for a whopping $2. So anyways, leave that where it is. This, of course, stars Michael Keaton, who was in Beetlejuice the year before. So, Michael Keaton, in my opinion, he's an underrated actor. You play Beetlejuice and then you go to Batman. Those are both very different characters. You also have the great Jack Nicholson as the Joker. You have Kim Basinger as Vicky Vale, Robert Wool, Billy D. Williams as Harvey Dent. Who else is? Oh, Jack Palance is the Joker's crime boss. He's really cool. And then you have, I believe it's Michael. Jack Nicholson's the Joker.
Does he get killed by the Joker?
Yes. And then I think it's Michael Gough that plays Alfred. The boring Chris O'Donnell is not in this yet. Remember, he was with the Schumacher series. And this is also directed by Tim Burton, who, in my opinion, does a really good job. Gotham City actually looks like it's supposed to.
What else, Tim Burton?
Tim Burton, he did... Oh, I'll get to him. He, of course, directed the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh, your favorite movie?
No.
Then why would you eradicate that?
Corpse Bride, Frankenweenie, Monkey Bone, Beetlejuice.
Didn't he do Edward Scissorhands?
Edward Scissorhands.
Is he doing Beetlejuice too?
I think so. Alright, I'm trying to think who else I'm missing here. I think I got the main ones. Michael Keaton, Kim Basinger, Tim Burton. I think he's doing Beetlejuice too. He was an executive producer, I believe, for Batman Forever during the Joel Schumacher Batman movies. And this one did come out in 1989. And I just got the list for it. It was up against some pretty heavy hitters. Well, obviously Batman being one. I guess Major League came out in 89. I thought that came out in 88. I guess I was wrong.
Babe, we're doing Batman.
I know that.
So why are we mentioning Batman?
I'm mentioning everything. So you had Batman, then it was up against Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. That's always going to be a blockbuster hit. Honey, I Shrunk the Kids is a big one. Ghostbusters 2 was a big one. Christmas Vacation was a big one. Driving Miss Daisy, maybe not everybody's favorite movie, but
never seen it.
That was a big one. That won awards. Rain Man won awards. Let's see, The Karate Kid Part 3. Okay, fine. That wasn't the best out of the bunch. But The Little Mermaid, that, I don't care. Disney, that's a big one. And Back to the Future 2, who could forget that? So those were big movies that it was up against. And obviously, Batman being Batman, I'm sure it did very, very well. I still remember watching it when it came out on VHS, and that was not a cheap VHS tape to buy. Yes, I know I'm rambling on and on, but there's a lot to get through here. This really was a big movie. This was not like the other ones I reviewed and just made fun of. This one was actually... I hate to be the spoiler for the review, but it was a good movie. Now we're just going to find out how good it was. So I will actually show the first... What do you mean, no? I will show the first clip, and we get to see Batman very, very quickly here, because what happened was a couple got lost. They got stuck in a dark alley. Why they went into a dark alley, I don't know. I don't know what goes on in Gotham City. I guess people just aren't the brightest. So they go in a dark alley, they get jumped, and we get to see Batman for the first time pretty much right off the bat.
What are you? I'm Batman.
So this is really cool. This is Michael Keaton pretty much selling everybody the fact that he can play Batman. Just how he says, "I'm Batman," in my opinion, is perfect. It's not Christian Bale's fake voice. It's not Ben Affleck's fake, phony, no personality, miserable style. I thought this was just right on the money. It was perfect. And obviously it was better than George Clooney and Val Kilmer's. But with that being said, I forgot to say what Michael Keaton was in. He was in The Founder, Multiplicity. I'm naming them. And of course we all know Beetlejuice. Jack Nicholson was in One Flew Over a Cuckoo's Nest. Don't shake your head. A Few Good Men. As Good as It Gets. You didn't hear of any of those? A Few Good Men we watched. I reviewed it. Okay, so that's one. And then Billy D. Williams, who we're going to get to. He plays Harvey Dent. Not Tommy Lee Jones. We all know him from the Star Wars. He was in Empire Strikes Back. Return of the Jedi. He played Lando. He was in Brian's Song. He played Gale Sayers, the running back. None of this.
Nope.
No. And Kim Basinger, she was in The Natural.
Nope.
I think it was called I Dream of Africa. Nothing there either. And Robert Wall was in Hollywood Nights. That's where he got his start from. I reviewed that. Oh yeah, but it got cut short because of copyright infringements. Yeah, that was kind of a weird one to have that for. He was also in Arliss. He was in the movie Cobb that bombed. But he's a but he is a good actor. And Jack Palance, we all know him from the City Slickers movies. Doesn't ring a bell with some people, but they were in those. So now I will show Harvey Dent. He's the district attorney, and as we know later on into the Batman series, Harvey Dent does become Two-Face, but just not in this movie.
Wait, the DA becomes a bad guy?
Yeah.
Oh.
People of Gotham City, I'm a man of few words. But those words will count, and so will my actions. Police Commissioner Gordon has informed me that he has targeted those businesses.
So this is Harvey Dent, the DA, and as we all know, he's making promises to clean up the city, yada, yada, yada. And Jack Napier, the Joker, is listening and laughing at this. So later on, we will show you how the Joker becomes the Joker. And right now, I'm going to show you the reporter, Alexander Knox, and Vicky Vale are at Bruce Wayne's house. They're having a party, and they kind of make fun of him a little bit being a stiff, and then he kind of interrupts him. So now we get to see Bruce Wayne, or Batman, without his attire on. That'll be his Bruce Wayne clothes, which is a tuxedo.
Stop. Who is this guy?
Stalkers for humanitarian causes, and then collects all this stuff.
Probably doesn't get chicks. They like it for his big charity.
And what we got is a very large bankroll.
Remember, the more they've got, the less they're worth.
This man must be the most worthless guy in America.
Check this out. He must have been king of the Wicker people. Oh, where'd this come from?
So this part was kind of funny. They're kind of making comments at Bruce Wayne, and he's right behind him. And then Alexander Knox he asks a question of where this one statue was bought, and then that's when Michael Keaton says it's Japanese, and then that's when he introduces himself and says, "Well, I bought it in Japan. I'm Bruce Wayne, by the way." So he ends up talking really good about them. He likes Alexander Knox's work, even though every time he goes to report somebody and record them, they always say it's off the record. Nobody wants to give him anything. And Kim Basinger is more, she's more credible, I guess. People actually do go up to her, and she seems to always get the story. So later on, Vicky Vale and Bruce Wayne do sort of end up dating, and it shows how complicated it is dating Batman. That's something in this. It does show that a little bit. And we all know Bruce Wayne's story. His kid, as a kid, he sees his parents get killed we find out it's Jack Napier, who of course becomes the Joker. And
is that why Batman doesn't like him?
Well, he doesn't really know it yet, but yeah, that is why. So we're going to show exactly how he becomes the Joker, and we're going to find out in just a second.
Come on, Jack, let's go! Come on! Jack!
Eckhart! Think about the future.
Well, as you can see, Batman pretty much kicks him over the side. So, now, we all know that Batman is good, but at this time, Commissioner Gordon and the cops have no idea if Batman is good or bad. I thought since he's picking up Jack and saving and sparing Commissioner Gordon's life, I thought they would figure it out. But I think they're just a little bit skeptical and a little bit unsure. So I think I could be wrong here. I want people that really know Batman to let me know. Is in the comic books, does Commissioner Gordon always work with Batman? Because it seems like that he's just starting to kind of figure him out a little bit. So I would like somebody who really knows Batman to let me know this. Because I'm not a Batman expert by any means. I like him. He's cool. It's just I don't take these as seriously as most people do. So, with that being said, we see Jack Napier go over the side into the chemicals. This is how he becomes the Joker. He gets some type of underground surgery to fix him up a little bit. And then he really becomes the Joker, and we're about to see him kill his backstabbers, because he was set up in that scene, and he's going to let them know I'm alive and you're not going to be for very much longer. So we are going to show you that in just a second.
Oh, thank God you're alive.
Fried? Is that what you heard? Set me up.
What?
Must be insane. Dead once already. It's very liberating. You should think of it as therapy.
Listen. Maybe we can cut a deal. Only Joker. And as you can see, I'm a lot happier.
Ooh, that hurts. Well, in this scene here, he does introduce... That's alright. I'll put it in there. So, in this shot here, so it turns out that Carl, the the boss of, well, it was Jack Napier at the time. Yeah, he introduces himself as Joker, throws his hat, and then decides to shoot up his old boss, or friend or colleague or whatever they were. And it was just over a romance thing. I know, how original. But, you know, that is what happened. So, the Joker ends up killing him, and that's his first stunt as the Joker. So that's it. The Joker's in this. So, the next scene I'm going to show is Bruce Wayne is on a date with Vicky Vale. Alexander Knox gets no love. Not with reporters, and obviously not with women. So I will show that a still, so there will not be any copyright on it. Hopefully. But we will find out. So I will show you that in just a second. Okay, so this is the, obviously this is Bruce Wayne with Vicky Vale. Not Alexander Knox and Vicky Vale. So, Bruce Wayne is making an attempt here to date. Let's see how it goes, but any Batman fan already knows how this is going to end up. So now we're going to show the Joker's first. We're going to show you how he kills people. He does it in a way that can't really trace him to anything. It's kind of a creative way of, I guess, leaving your mark. So we're gonna see that in just a second.
3 mysterious deaths at a beauty parlor. At a beauty parlor in Gotham, we discovered today.
Barry, what the hell's going on?
Becky, this is Harvey.
Kill it, Cameron.
This is Renee on the news floor. Dave, I need some paramedics up here now.
Smile.
That's good. So this is pretty cool here. The news lady seems to get her last laugh. No pun intended. So this is how he kills people. He does this quite often. He's got this little laugh stuff. He kind of plays deadly pranks on people, and eventually he does end up trying to brainwash the city. And we see some pretty cool stuff come into play. I'm going to show the Batmobile in the next scene. There's also a Batwing I'm going to show. And that might actually be the last clip that I show, might be the Batwing. Because after that, like I said, I'm not going to give you the ending to movies, especially if you haven't seen this. I know people that haven't seen this yet. So I'm going to show the Batmobile right now. And this is the Batmobile. Hopefully you can see it, but this is the Batmobile. It is all black. There's nothing I can do about that. It's a dark movie. Best I can give you is it looks like this. That's not a telephone. This is sort of what it looks like. But it is actually my favorite Batmobile.
Is it actually the phone?
This is, this is the 90s Batmobile. This is sort of what it looked like.
Oh.
And yes, folks, this is a telephone. I'll show it real quick. For those kids that don't know, this is what we used to have. We used to dial just like this. There's no password. Like, I was asked this, what's the password? No, there was no password. You just dialed out. That's all you did. And that, of course, was on your wall or on a receiver on a table like this. And the fact that I have to explain this makes me feel old.
You are old.
So again, this is my favorite Batmobile of all of them. It doesn't look like a stupid Tesla tank. Again, we have to use that as an example, like in The Dark Knight and Batman Begins. So the next scene, I am actually going to show a little bit more of the Joker, because I think Jack Nicholson does a really good job playing the part, and I would like to show at least one more clip of him kind of acting like a psycho in some way.
Friend or foe?
I have given a name to my pain.
Mysterious figure
It is
that
back.
appear and disappear and
You must possess strength to inflict pain, Bob. We've got a flying mouse to kill, and I want to clean my claws.
Well, you know, that TV is expensive. It's probably a Zenith. And as you can see, he does know that Batman is really his only competition he has. Batman's going to be a problem. Now, the thing that he might have on his side here is people still don't know. Is Batman, is he an enemy or is he a person trying to help? So the Joker's trying to make him seem as bad as possible, and he's going to drop a little bit of a bomb to try to get people to trust him. And he's going to promise a little bit of money that he's going to drop on the city. We're going to see the amount in just a second.
It's a killer. Bruce, commence au festival. And I've got a surprise for Gotham City. At midnight, I will dump $20 million in cash on the crowd.
Now that is a lot of money.
Why is he doing that though?
Well, he wants to get their trust, and he's going to, I'm sure he's planning on just gassing the entire city with this stuff. So, people are going to fall for it. People fall for political games quite often. So, and this is one of them. They're going to see how many people do show up, and 20 million in cash, and that is going to draw some interest. So people, just curiosity alone, are going to, at midnight that night, yeah, they are going to jump for it. Who wouldn't, I guess. So we are going to we are going to find out what happens, and I will show you the latest Bat vehicle that comes out. So I will show you that in just a second. Now, I think this is pretty cool. Well, now he is dropping the money, as we can see. Now, there's another side that I just thought of. You know, what if that money isn't real? I mean, I know what you're saying. I know what you're thinking. Well, what harm would it do? Well, if you try to pay something with counterfeit money, it ruins your whole day. You go downtown. You go to the police station. So. No, it's not good. Now that I'm thinking about it, I may not actually show up to something like that, even as tempting as it sounds.
I already said I wasn't showing up.
Yeah, but I really thought about it. I'd rather not get fingerprinted and spend all day in a police station because I was stupid enough to fall for some ridiculous nonsense. And yes, and this thing is really cool. It is the Batwing. And is it effective? Is it not? You'll have to find it out for yourself because I'm not going to give anything away. Now, I am going to show the Joker with the... I'm not going to show that either. You're going to have to find that out as well. Does he hit the gas, or does Batman save him? Or does Batman save the people? And what happens to the Joker? Those who haven't seen this are going to have to find out, because I know for a fact there are still kids that are watching this movie for the first time ever. And if parents are watching my reviews with their kids, they will not know what actually happens. This is a movie that they really should check out. So that was the last clip I'm going to show. So now I'm sure you're all wondering, what would I grade this? Well,
Oh boy, here we go.
and what is wrong with what I'm gonna give it? Are you gonna get mad because I'm gonna give this an A-, or are you going to throw your phone at me?
I didn't know what you were giving until just now.
Yeah,
So
I was gonna give this an A-. This is a well-written movie. It was a. So I am sticking to my A- rating. I'm gonna give it an A- flat. I'm not gonna do the whole B plus A- border here, and I'm gonna get something thrown at me. I don't understand. Yes, Twister got a B plus. I think that was a very fair grade. So now this was a, no matter what you think of this was a 4-star movie. I'm going based on what it was when I used to read the paper. This
movie was stupid.
It was not stupid.
It's stupid.
So, yes, in the paper this did get 4 stars. This was a huge movie when it came out. It lived up to the hype. Now, I know what people are saying, well, Heath Ledger was the best Joker. Well, they were very different Jokers, and they had different write-ups. This was a different write-up, and this was the Joker that was written for him, and I thought Jack Nicholson did a great job. And he also told Heath Ledger not to get too much into the part, and we all know what happened. So...
What happened?
Well, he ended up ODing.
Why?
He got too much into the part.
Oh.
He told him not to. For that reason. Things do happen. That's what happened to Mel Gibson with all his roles. That's what happened to Robin Williams with some of his roles. So that is why this movie gets A-, because like I said, it did live up to the hype. I'm sorry if some people disagree. So, I hope this is entertaining for some.
Oh, it's entertaining for me. I get to throw things.
But if Jack Nicholson could play a psycho, he could do a good job. Just watch The Shining. So,
No!
This is a movie to check out. This is even a movie worth buying. You could actually buy all 4 of the Batman movies for a price of $7 for all 4 of them. $7 is worth it just for the first 2, Batman and Batman Returns. So there's only one other Batman movie with the Tim Burton franchise that I have to review, which is Batman Returns, and I will do that over Christmas time because it is a Christmas movie. So leave your comments below, agree or disagree with me, and thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.